We've been on quite the journey with the Department of Labor over the course of my 10 years with Idaho Power as it relates to apprenticeship programs. Early on in the apprenticeship program, it often felt like the focus from the Department of Labor was more on auditing our programs to make sure we were compliant than supporting our programs. I would say that the Department of Labor today is a different Department of Labor than we worked with then. Now there's still some rigor, and we still have to do what we say we're going to do, and we have to make sure that we're managing the program the way we've documented we'll manage the program, keeping in mind that we tell the Department of Labor what our programs will look like, what training will occur, and then all they're really asking us to do is to adhere to those. There are other Department of Labor requirements like minimum journeyman to apprentice ratios, particularly in safety-sensitive jobs. Again, the Department of Labor asks us to do that, but we really see that as the right thing to do from a safety standpoint. Idaho Power sees safety as our #1 objective. It's a value for our company, so adhering to those standards are fairly easy for us as an organization. But it's important to know that there are those types of structured requirements within an apprenticeship program. And so if a company is new to apprenticeship, that's something they're really going to have to make sure they adhere to. Some of the other challenges, buy-in at times can get more challenging in some programs, and again it comes down to what's the most important thing. Often when things are tight, budgets are tight, supervisors are busy, training of an employee can become a less important factor with the day-to-day that they have to deal with, and we have to continually remind our supervisors that succession planning and training our workforce is critical. And if we stop doing those things now, we'll pay for those things later. So continuing to remind your company of the value add of an apprenticeship program is really critical, and a lesson I think we've learned as a company. We have great metrics and data, and it's important to continue to share that company-wide so that there is good buy-in. We have had programs that we've created as registered apprenticeship programs that over time we found, while registered apprenticeship programs are great, it might not fit this particular job category. So we've been fairly flexible in creating new programs and removing other programs. We've also been very focused on registered apprenticeship in the traditional craft and trade programs. And I would say a lesson for us in watching how other programs are evolving is there might be opportunity for us to create non-traditional apprenticeship programs. That might have been something we could have considered many years ago, but we're really in that mold of craft and trade apprenticeship programs. So as we evolve, we're really looking at unique and creative ways to use apprenticeship the same way we've used it in craft and trade forever, and perhaps moving it into more administrative type functions within the company. I think I've talked about many successes with apprenticeship. Employee engagement is higher than I think it would alternatively be. The benefit to the employee through structured training, career progression, and of course that very valuable Office of Apprenticeship certification at the end. We found much more value in apprenticeship than we found hardship or challenge, which is why we have 8 programs and continue to look for opportunities to add. But there's lots of good resources too. An employer creating an apprenticeship is really going to need some strong support from the Department of Labor, both at the state level and at the federal level. Creating the toolkits to make sure that you have a good structured apprenticeship program is critical. Getting support from community or technical college where necessary to conduct coursework that you're unable to conduct internally is critical. Really helping your employees understand expectations. So setting clear expectations up front with an apprenticeship program will help the employee be more successful. But quite frankly, again, a registered apprenticeship program is really just a structured training program that's registered with the Department of Labor and comes with other benefits. You also get help from the great folks at the Department of Labor, which in a regular structured training program internally you wouldn't have. So there are some challenges. We've had challenges throughout the years, but I think the relationships, the benefits to the employee, and the structured nature of a registered apprenticeship really make it worth it for Idaho Power and for other companies.